taking you live inside the Raider Dome on a Friday night in mid-January as Jackson Academy welcomes Parklane Academy for conference play here on the Raider Network and on 102.5 FM WTWZ, The Tradition. Good evening, everyone. I'm Brian Eubank, joined by my good friend Tommy Barnett as we get set for girls action as the Lady Raiders try to run it to 20-1 to start the season, TB.
Yeah, Brian, this team so far seems to be on a mission. Went down first road trip, conference game the other night, took care of business pretty quickly against PCS. Back home, try to get to 3-0 with the two big boys on dock next week.
The varsity girls riding an 8-game winning streak. Natalie Thompson, of course, a superstar the last time out. That is, of course, Emily. We just saw Natalie a moment ago. And she had 22 points. 6 out of 10 from 3, and that set a new 3-point school record for made threes in a game as the you start talking for a minute as I try to figure out what
just a great night by Natalie Thompson the other night, and of course, if you've seen the interview that WJTV did, the great piece they did on her, Nat erased 6 names, 6 individuals that had 5 threes made in the game. She actually missed her first 2 the other night, but as she has said and even interviewed us, had to have a shooter's mentality.
Jan Sojourner in her 36th season overall at JA with 875 wins to her credit, and she's just 23 wins away from 1,000 wins in her career, where she will join the likes of Derwin Carpenter, Doyle Wolverton, and one other individual that my brain escapes from me that is in that 1,000-win club as well. But nonetheless, the Lady Raiders are excited to host this conference tilt between these two squads. And the Parklane Lady Pioneers are without a couple of players, with Ruth Lindsay and Gigi Lindsay, cousins, both members of the freshman class, which was all shut down because of COVID concerns. And so neither of them are making the trip here today. Mark Donahoe, Christian Bales, and Billy King are your officials. The jump circle is occupied by Alexis Tran and by Nene Ellis. 8 minutes on the clock, and we are ready for action. 6:05 start time as the Lady Raiders will move left to right on your screen and on your radio dial at 102.5 FM WTWZ, The Tradition. As Jay goes with her starting 5 that you've seen over the last few games that have worked very, very well. Jay working against his zone pressure to start, seeing if they can bust that down with some good ball movement, but it's a loose ball on the ground, and it's still loose. Out of bounds. Who did it touch last? They say it's off of JA. So the first JA possession is a turnover.
Yeah, quick active defense, 2-3 zone that Parklane came out in. Yeah, Jay did a good job getting into the middle, but just active hands, as you see right there, also by Emily Thompson.
Jay trying to force a turnover on the other end as the Lady Pioneers try to do something they haven't done yet, and that's win a conference game. Lady Raiders are 2-0 to start in conference play on the other side of that equation as a little runner off the window by Elena Roberts, no good, rebounded by Dumas. Almost 60 seconds gone by in period number 1 as McKenna Smith draws an early foul, I believe, or Nene, but McKenna looks like she was more in the vicinity than she was. Her first. 7:05 remaining in the first period. You can follow live stats of this ball game by going to GoRaiders.org and clicking on the links on the schedule pages, or you can even find it on social media on our Twitter feed, JA Raiders Sports. Gillihan and the Lady Pioneers matched up with the Lady Raiders, both 0 for 1 to start from the floor.
And Gillihan, another talented sophomore.
A near steal by Nene.
Seeing both Gigi Lindsay very good.
A little shuffling of the feet there by Lacey Dumas. One other thing we have failed to mention is the head coach of the Lady Pioneers is also the head coach of the Pioneers. Josh Bass took this role over this past offseason. He said kind of by default. He kind of had to take it because they lost their coach. So he is now heading them up, and he is one super nice guy. We always appreciate his friendship for sure as Nene gets position underneath but cannot convert the easy lay-in. Who's going to strike first? Gillihan misses. Now here's Emily Thompson looking up the left wing. She'll stop and thought about it, and we'll leave it for Nat. Ooh, Nat almost let go of one as well. Again, 6 of 10 in her last ball game from the three-point line for a total of 22 career high points for her. But even more impressive, the stat wasn't on the screen there, was 6 assists. So she was still sharing the ball even though the Lady Raiders were allowing her to score a bunch. Good long arm of the law there, and Natalie Thompson with the steal. Tran too long of a pass. Emily Thompson thought about the top of the key three. Instead, we'll get back to McKenna. Lady Raiders swing it across to Nat for three. Looks good, just short. Rebound, put back, no, but there is free throws in the future for Emily Thompson.
Jay, early in the game, Ron, getting really good look, open look. Just yet to find one to go through the net.
Watch this positioning by Emily Thompson. Just boxed her out perfectly. Excellent work underneath. That's a new shoulder cam, by the way, we have tonight for our shoulder camera operator, Mr. Samuel Long. We appreciate his hard work underneath. Emily Thompson, as they call out defensive assignments after this free throw. And finally, the seal is broken. It took 3.5 minutes. Yeah. But finally, the seal comes off there, and JA will hustle back down the floor. Or excuse me, 2.5 minutes, not 3.5. 1-0 Lady Raiders. Gillihan will leave it for Wallace. Emmy Wallace, one of those 5 starters out there for Coach Josh Bass, along with Haven Hollis and Lacey Dumas, we already mentioned. We'll keep you updated, by the way. We started 30 minutes prior to the start of the Varsity Girls Prep and MRA matchup, so as soon as it gets going, we'll keep you updated on that with some look-ins. And then the boys will follow, of course. A runner in the paint, no good. Rebound controlled by Natalie Thompson. Outlet to Elena Roberts. Elena will leave it off the window, no, and a nice position again for Emily Thompson for a putback.
Yeah, and a good lead pass right there by Natalie Thompson to get that transition bucket started.
JA's first field goal of the game. 3 from the right wing by Wallace, no. Rebound nicely by Tran. Keeps it alive and an extra possession here for Parklane. Rebound battle near even, 5-4, a slight lead for JA. At halftime of this game, don't forget, the little dribblers will be shown on RaiderNetwork.org, so you can check that out. If you're driving around listening on our FM partner, 102.5 FM, just make sure you get to a place where you can watch the video at halftime, as today a very special occasion took place. We'll tell you about that in a moment, as an underneath shot is blocked and rebounded away by Emily Thompson after the block by Nene.
Yeah, really good job by Nene right there, just going straight up.
Ball knocked out of bounds by the Lady Pioneers. That's really the first stoppage we've had. It's been like there've been no shift changes like in hockey. It's just been up and down the floor action so far. I guess minus the free throw we had that stoppage, but it felt like very few. Nene in the paint. Can't get the friendly bounce. Tran the rebound. JA 1 for 7 to start. Parklane 0 for 5. That's combined 1 for 12. 3-on-1 break here. Nice feed from Dumas and a wide open lay-in for Haven Hollis. Lady Pioneers within 1 now, 3-2. Have to credit our good friend Eddie Weddick. The scoreboard connection was having all kinds of fits earlier this afternoon, and with about 30 minutes left until tip-off, he got the thing fixed and rectified. Unbelievable work there. And of course, Mr. Hinkle got soccer set up for folks. It's going to start at 7 o'clock tonight for those fans that want to watch that. So, I mean, it's a true teamwork that goes on with the Raider Network. 3 from Natalie. Can't find it. And it looks like Jay will get possession here.
Maybe might be some foreshadowing coming up with Natalie Thompson once again missing her first 2 3-point attempts.
I was thinking the same thing. We'll see if she'll take that third shot this time around.
Nice.
Nene for 2. Assist number 1 for Natalie Thompson. Long 3 from the left wing by Wallace. Kicks off the back iron. And rebound by Nene. She's got trouble coming from behind, but she gets rid of it quickly to Elena Roberts, who will send it left wing, and McKenna spotted up for a 3, short. Almost a turnover there by Haven Hollis. 2:24 to go in a slow offensive scoring fest The two teams have combined to go 3 for 17 from the floor.
Pretty rough.
A little bit. JA has the slight edge, 2 for 10. Nice job by Nene poking the ball free. And Elena rewarded with a lay-in on the other end. And a timeout on the floor by Josh Bass. And we'll keep it here for this first timeout as we always do and just kind of take a breath ourselves as the Lady Raiders have maybe not looked their best as far as, but they're getting clean looks. The shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, of course, Bronto's kind of the same thing that we saw Tuesday night. Slow start, took about, almost a full quarter to get things going. And, of course, now you've got your largest lead of the night at 7-2, and hopefully you can start knocking down some shots now.
Another thing we want to congratulate Emily Thompson on, she became the Clarion Ledger MS Preps Athlete of the Week with 30,000 votes.
Wow.
Just by herself, outdistancing the nearest competitor by 9,000, who had 21,000 votes herself, and Caitlin Walker. She had 47% of the vote of the 30,000 she had, which shows you how much. And here's the other crazy stat. She's up for another award that she was trailing in, and now that one is closed down, the Raider Nation fan base has gotten her at first place in that one too.
Very good.
It's the one that Nene won earlier in the year in the SB Live Award, or SB Live MS Award. Speaking of Nene, she is sitting as Demi comes in during that timeout. Did not have a sub on the Parklane side of things. 1:47 and counting left in quarter number one. JA by 5.
We will likely have Natalie up for some awards next week.
I would think so. On a putback attempt, Lacey Dumas is fouled. She'll shoot 2. The foul charged. Waiting for it to pop up
Emily.
there. It is on Emily Thompson. Confirmed now. As Lacey Dumas, like I said, offensive rebound, gets 2 free throws, missing the first. Sub on the visiting side. Ligon Harvey will come in. Free throw number 2 by Dumas. It's good. She nestles that one in perfectly. Lead is 4 for JA. Natalie Thompson, Elena Roberts, Emily Thompson, Demi Williamson, and McKenna Smith on the floor for JA. Nice soft touch in the paint by Emily.
Yeah, and really good job right there by Elena, moving the defense with her eyes. Got that open look at the high post for easy 2.
Nice transition basket there by Haven Hollis. 1:09 to go. Parklane responds with a bucket of their own. And Tommy just itching to break out into song with 9-5 on the board again as McKenna Smith got the jumper to go. Nice soft touch on the rim there. Under a minute to play in the first period. JA by 6. Down low, kicked away by Emily Thompson off the pass of Harvey. JA started off rough, 2 of 10. They are 3 for their last 3 from the field. Gillihan drives for Parklane, turns it over right into the hands of McKenna Smith. Natalie back to McKenna. She'll fire the 3. Just short. Jay has begun the game 0 for 5 from the arc. Parklane 0 for 3 from the same distance. 21 seconds remaining in the first period. Harvey gives it back to Gillihan. Now Liberty holding on to it at the center circle. She is only a sophomore, folks. Don't forget, she is something else. She's got some pretty good bloodlines, too.
Yes, she does.
Newland might have had a hand in that. Well, he didn't, but, his parents. Now left right wing 3. Speaking of Gillihan, she buries the triple to answer the buzzer. And that is how the first quarter comes to a close. JA 11 and Parklane Academy 8 as McKenna Smith and the Lady Raiders gotten this game off to a good start with a 3-point edge after 1 quarter of play.
With the My Trustmark mobile app, no matter where you happen to find yourself, there's a world of opportunity. Check your balances from a friend's house. Deposit checks with a smartphone or tablet from the back porch. Or send payments with email or text during a family get-together. Live your life more freely. Make my Trustmark your Trustmark. Get started at trustmark.com.
Just 3 seconds left in the game, and the Raiders trail by 5. The ball resting at the 40-yard line as the signal caller sets the line down. And Annie is now checked into the game at wideout. He barks out the signals and now looks Annie's way. She gives him back a nod, and Annie takes off down the sideline. He sees her breaking free from her defender. He sends it all the way down to the end zone. Annie is there. Annie leaps up into the air.
Wake up, Annie. Time for work. Environment Masters. Hassle-free plumbing and AC.
Coach Jan Sojourner coaching up McKenna Smith during that timeout. As Coach Josh Bass been doing the same thing on his sideline, as well as the Lady Pioneers will start with offensive possession, moving right to left to begin period number 2 here on the Raider Network. I'm Brian Eubank, joined by Tommy Barnett inside the Raider Dome on a cold night in January. As it should be.
Absolutely.
Alexis Tran. Now back to Gillihan. 20 seconds gone by in the quarter as another 3. This one from Dumas kicks off the back iron and rebounded into the corner. It's out of bounds, they say, off of a Lady Raider. But that was the official. Also said couldn't see it. Now they do give it to JA. Gillihan will come out.
I believe Maddie Smith will be checking in for Gillihan.
She wears number 5 on her jersey. Lady Raiders by 3, their first possession of quarter number 2. Don't forget boys action coming up after this one. A steal by Haven Hollis. 45 ticks gone by in the second. Up top is Emmy Wallace. Now driving is Dumas, giving it to Tran. 7:02 to go in the first half now as we're in the second period. Lady Raiders trying to pick up win number 20 on the season, and also, more importantly, conference win number 3. A rebound by Nene. Gets by contact. Well, yep, she tried to go around it, and the defender slid just a little bit enough, did Dumas, to draw the foul.
Yeah, right call.
Foul number 0.
Yeah, actually, just more of a turning her shoulder, which drew the foul than anything.
And another turnover by JA, but then a turnover right back. One deserves another. And then a missed jumper from the left elbow by JA. 6:35 to go in the quarter. Lady Raiders still lead by just 3.
Very sluggish tonight.
Ball out of bounds. It'll be still Parklane ball. Sub coming in for Parklane again.
Abby Down from the 39 in the game, Parklane.
And Gillihan came back in earlier. There's a little soft jumper that won't go, but another offensive rebound. Now taken in by Smith. Nice lead for Natalie. She pauses, waits, and scores.
Good transition.
Top of the key 3. Back iron again, unkind. Natalie Thompson with the rebound. Steps over Tran to get her all the way down the floor now. 5:45 to go in the first half. McKenna shut down on the 3 attempt. We'll leave it now for Natalie, who gives to Emily. Emily gets in the paint, goes with a scoop, and because of that just attempt at a shot, she's going to get free throws. Court vision is something you can either coach, but sometimes you just have it, and McKenna's got it.
Well, and the best thing that she did right there was she dribbled as far as she could to draw the defender, and had the trailer to her left, and easy pass for easy 2.
Emily Thompson shooting 2 here. First one is no good. One more to go. Second free throw upcoming here for Emily is no good. And Tran with the rebound. 5:25 remaining. .5:15 to play now as Tran tries to get away from McKenna Smith, and who also almost picked up a second foul there as she slid into contact that time. Referee's letting him play a little bit. Very close, but getting rid of it over there to Alexis Tran. And now a foul here on, I believe, McKenna. That'll be her second. With 4:57 to go. Coach doesn't agree.
No.
So with 4:55 to go, oh, Gillihan double dribbled, and somebody saw it finally. I was like, was I the only one? She tried to sneak through there with switching that dribble hand, but not so much. Officials caught that one. You know, second quarter not a lot better than the first quarter start.
No. Parklane's doing a nice job of it. I mean, they're really just muddying up the game.
Yep, 2-0 is the quarter score right now. JA leading. Can Nat finally get off the schneid?
Bang.
You bet she can. There's Natalie for three.
Oh, down the double
There's
dribble.
another double dribble. That one on Emmy Wallace. It is 4:26 remaining. JA now with a lead of 8, the largest of the game. Double dribble. Dun, 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 dun. That's what
Great
you were
game.
doing. Oh, I used to love that game. All right, Wallace will check out. In came Tran.
Back to her.
Buchanan in the corner. Too much. Rebound and put back. Good by Emily Thompson. She's having herself a game. 7 points, 5 boards already, and there's a foul coming on Natalie. A little too aggressive that time. 10-point game now by the Lady Raiders. First double-digit lead we've seen. Under 4 to go in the second quarter. Halfway gone in this second frame of action. Alexis Tran, guarded by Buchanan, gives left wing to Gillihan, who drives to the baseline. Shut down there by Emily Thompson. Now back to Tran with 3:45 remaining. Baseline pass thrown away. Big thanks to, we got Parker Lowe, we've got Sandon Guild, Samuel Long, and Rusty all operating cameras tonight. We appreciate all their hard work. And Walker is hanging out in the trailer tonight. Got a promotion. Nene checked out. In came Gracie Coe. And now with 3:33 to go, Lady Raiders have a chance to increase their 10-point lead. They have held Parklane in check here, and they have not scored in this quarter. Nice offensive rebound by Elena Roberts. She now has her first board. Lady Raiders now lead by 1 in that department.
Bang.
Natalie Thompson has 2 now in the day. So all she needs to do is miss her first 2, and she's good to go.
Absolutely.
She's going to make 6 of her next 8. Turnover on the sideline by Gillihan.
Well, Brian, and if you think about it, Jay as a team is now 2 of 9 from the floor, or excuse me, 2 of 9 from 3. Last 2 makes by Natalie Thompson. Jay's getting great looks from 3. Just can't get one to go in until the last 2.
Elena across the floor to Emily Buchanan. Back to Elena. She'll give back to Buchanan for 3.
Bang.
And they're starting to rain in now. Starting to feel some precipitation inside the Raider Dome.
Well, and on that last possession, it looked like Parklane actually switched to a box and 1 because you had a frontal on defense on Natalie Thompson.
Natalie Thompson got the rebound off the miss of her sis and got fouled in the process. 2:32 to go in the first half. And the Lacey Dumas got the foul. They don't have the scoreboard for some reason. They brought it to me. You know, the player numbers aren't working. Something happened, who knows. As Elena Roberts tries to get in the three-point barrage, but just misses. So we're having to wait for the official announcement by Mr. Summerall to find out exactly who the fouls are on. They're not going up on the board anymore. 2:13 to play until halftime, and a little dribblers performance for you folks at home. Emily Buchanan with a steal and layup on the other end.
Well, currently on a 15-0 run in the second quarter. Parklane's yet to score after that three at the buzzer by Gillahan. Good block.
And now a putback will earn free throws for Haven Hollis as she was fouled in the attempt. And Gracie Coe picks up the foul. So a chance finally to break the 15-0 run right now by JA. But not with a field goal. It will be from the line where they occur. First one is no good. One more free throw for Hollis. It is on the way and good. Finally, they stop that long 15-0 run. Let's go Sojourner now. Gets the Lady Raiders back on it. Buchanan to Thompson to Coe. They continue the ball movement around the perimeter with 1:45 remaining. Setting up Thompson on the right wing. Down low to Nene. Quick drop step to the baseline. Gives it up to Coe. Goes through her hands to Buchanan. 1:35 remaining. Thompson for three, right wing. A little bit of contact on that one as far as a deflection, but there's Emily Buchanan for the putback.
Somehow got her to roll home.
1:24 to play in the first half. JA almost leading by 20, a 19-point lead now. Gracie Coe run over, charge call as Gillahan runs her down. Gillahan, that is her first personal.
Yeah, just a lot of contact absorbed right there by Emily Buchanan. A little shot from the block. Wow, Buchanan with a quiet 7 points on the night so far.
Yeah, very quickly. She's got a chance to get to double figures, but passes on the shot and gives to Gracie Coe, who scores from in the paint.
Nice post move, Gracie Coe.
Jay up by 21 now. A 3-touchdown advantage. Gillahan brings it across the line. The second quarter pressure has been too much to handle for the Lady Pioneers here as Gillahan misses, but the putback is good by Abby Pounds. Natalie Thompson stands at the center circle. We'll try to run some clock here and keep the possession here, and threw it away. Did it get tipped is the question. It did, said the official. Back in is Indy Wallace. McKenna will get a chance here to try to, with two fouls, since it's an offensive possession here, put her back on the floor. Jay is now 3 of 12 from the arc. After missing their first 6, I believe it was, before the first one finally fell. Driving with those 2 fouls and drawing contact is McKenna Smith. She'll shoot 2. Abby Pounds picks up her first personal, and McKenna Smith will shoot free throws for the first time tonight. JA 1 for 4 from the line. Make it 1 for 5.
One phase of the game that they struggle with mightily.
Has not changed at all, has it?
It has not.
Second free throw, good. She'll come out to avoid that third foul. Cooey back in. 12.6 to go in the first half. Lacey Dumas gives it up to Gillahan, who runs it up the right wing. Gillahan into the first quarter with a 3. Passes it off, this time to Hollis. Hollis looking to return it and runs out of time. And the Lady Raiders defend the quarter nicely. They lead by 20 in the first half thanks to a 20-3 second quarter burst, as the Lady Raiders are 1 half away from taking a 3-0 conference mark right here on the Raider Dome tonight. Little dribbler performance coming your way next here on the Raider Network. Stay with us.
You want to bring the heat? Prove it. With carbs to help fuel muscles. And electrolytes to help replace what you lose in sweat. Studied, tested, proven. Nothing beats Gatorade.
At Mac Hike, football is in our blood. It's about teamwork, hard work, and dedication. Kind of like selling cars. And Mac Hike, well, we're the best in the game. You won't find lower prices on new trucks anywhere else than at Mac Hike. No matter what brand you pick, you always get up to $14,000 off MSRP on your new Ford, Ram, or Chevrolet. And that's what's called having skin in the game. Visit any of our 5 Mac Hike locations today.
Get that great Mac Hike feeling.
I'll let them get here. Now under the direction of Amy Odom, Caleb Canterbury, and Thomas Martin, let's welcome to the floor your Jackson Academy Little Dribblers. Let's hear it for your Jackson Academy Little Dribblers.
At Jackson Academy, we are a helping hand as you take your first steps toward discovering all that you were made to be. We are a warm welcome each morning, a crowd of encouragers as you face new challenges and celebrate new victories. We are cherished traditions and intelligent advances. The passion to explore every ounce of your potential, to push you to express your unique voice, to question every idea, push past every record, and dare to dream bigger. We are the community that surrounds you, the Alpha and Omega friend, the book buddy, the teacher. We are one campus. We are JA.
Welcome back to halftime. As we get set to bring you second half action, we'll take a look at some of your first half stats. Before we look at those stats, though, I wanted to say one more time, thank you to Miss Sarah Love, the lower school dean. She made possible today, if you didn't see it or not, the fans, or the parents rather, they got to come see their little dribblers perform today. So kind of the way it used to always go, the last performance was in the activities building, and the parents always used to get to come and watch that last performance before COVID hit. Well, parents haven't been allowed on campus all season, all year long. So they had a special exception today only for the parents to come for a 15-minute window. They all filed in very orderly and went to socially distanced seating, and they were all sitting there getting to watch their kids perform. And so Miss Love was just very instrumental in making that happen, along with Miss Sandra Triplett. So kudos to both of those ladies and all of the teachers, and of course Caleb Canterbury, Amy Odom, and congrats to her for being a new mom, and Thomas Martin. They helped those kids learn all of those skills, and it'll be a chance for those kids to take that and to one day be either a Raider or a Lady Raider.
Yeah, it's, of course that's one thing that I know Mary Payton enjoyed, I'm sure, like Lila did. And,
oh yeah,
long-time staple for the basketball program here. And Brian, 31-11 at the half. Jay with the commanding lead. From the floor, JA 13 of 28, 46%, 3 of 12 from three-point range, 25%, 2 of 6 from the free throw line for 33%. Field goal percentage for Parklane, 4 of 18 from the floor for 22%, 1 of 6 from 3 for 17%, 2 of 4 from the stripe, 50%. Turnovers, Parklane 12, Jay with only 3. So very clean first half from Jay. Points off turnovers here at the half. Jay 17, Parklane 0. Both teams with 14 rebounds. And of the 13, just one thing that's really kind of sticks out with this team every game. 13 made shots, 9 tied assists to those baskets.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of sharing of the basketball.
Yeah.
And some of those, they've had some putbacks, which is why obviously you don't get an assist tied to those putbacks. But Jay starts off the second half leading 31-11 thanks to a 20-3 second quarter run. And they started off with 2 more from McKenna from Emily Thompson.
Yeah, great job by McKenna, just kind of sneaking through the back door and found herself with an easy layup.
Lead quickly grows to 22. And it's potentially going to have more tied to it here as a steal and score by Nene Ellis.
A little bit different look from this bunch. Start second half.
No doubt. Gillihan throws it. It's tipped and stolen. Nice job by McKenna Smith on a nice tip ball there by Nene.
Playing DB.
Emily Thompson triggered again here as the Lady Raiders, it's the old term boat race. The Lady Pioneers in the second and third quarter now. 24-3. Lob underneath, and Emily Thompson scores 2 more.
Yeah, great catch and finish. Really good job by Lena, and the steal right there. But for 2, 39-11, timeout, Coach Bass.
I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. Elena Roberts, a steal and a score, and JA leads 39-11 here on the Raider Network. We'll come back with continuing coverage here in Northeast Jackson and 102.5 FM.
At Mac Hike, football is in our blood. It's about teamwork, hard work, and dedication. Kind of like selling cars. And Mac Hike, well, we're the best in the game. You won't find lower prices on new trucks anywhere else than at Mac Hike. No matter what brand you pick, you always get up to $14,000 off MSRP on your new Ford, Ram, or Chevrolet. And that's what's called having skin in the game. Visit any of our 5 Mac Hike locations today.
Get that great Mac Hike feeling.
Welcome back to the Raider Dome. Jackson Academy picked up in the second half where they left off in the first half. An 8-0 start to this quarter. Go back to when it was 11-8.
Yeah.
28-3 run right now for JA. Gillihan from the right wing. Off the back iron. Rebound nicely by Elena Roberts. She scored the last 2 right before that break. It's Nene getting a rewarded pass on the break. If you could erase the first quarter, I mean, my goodness.
Yeah.
Dumas thought about a 3, shut down there defensively by Elena Roberts. 6:20 to play, third quarter. And folks, this is a team without one of their starters as Dumas buries a 3 as Emma Roberts went down early in the season in Thanksgiving and has not, obviously she tore up her knee and will not be able to return for the Lady Raiders this year. And she was one of the players who had probably more minutes than anybody else returning.
Exactly right. Most experienced returning.
Ball tips through the hands of Thompson into the hands of McKenna, and that's what's going on right now, folks. Everything's dropping. JA now shooting 56% from the floor, 31% from the arc.
Yeah, the Blues started off at like 17%.
Yeah, it was ugly. I know 2 for 10 at one point for sure, so 17 for their last 24.
Yeah.
I mean, that's stout.
Well, you know it's a good night when you've got 19 made baskets and your opponent has 20 attempted shots.
Yeah, and 14 points.
Yeah.
5:21 to go in the third. JA doing what they've done to just about every conference opponent so far, and that's blowing the doors off. Definitely got a big matchup coming up next Friday night, a week from tonight, as Jackson Prep will come calling. Got a whistle and a foul on the Lady Pioneers on a rebound putback attempt by Emily Thompson.
And another offensive rebound by Emily.
Haven Hollis with the foul. Emily Thompson will shoot 2. First one is on the way and no good. The Achilles heel of the Lady Raiders, the free throw line, 2 of 7.
And tonight, Emily, 9 points on 4 of 5 from the floor, 1 of 5 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 4 of those offensive.
Wow. She is the first to double figures. You've got 8 for Natalie, 8 for McKenna, 6 for Nene, 4 for Elena, 7 for Emily Buchanan off the bench, and Gracie Coe has 2 as well. So spread well, the scoring is. Best Yoda impersonation there. 4:47 to go in the third. It was unintentional, I promise. If I've offended any Yoda fans, I apologize. Dumas looking to drive. Shut down by Elena Roberts. And folks, if you didn't tune in early to JA basketball, the improvement in Elena Roberts' game after her sister got hurt is staggering, both offensively and defensively. The confidence level is there so much more than it was before. There's a foul coming here, and it just rims out. And that's been the kind of night for Parklane. Everything has not gone their way. Boy, I thought that was going to go in. Natalie picks up number 2. And free throws coming here for Haven Hollis. She will shoot 2. 1. The first is good. Lead is back down to 30. No JV games tonight, as the 9th grade of Parklane was put into COVID protocols. They have rescheduled those games for January the 30th. And that will be right before the Cathedral Varsity game. So they've canceled the Cathedral JV games and going to get those conference games on that date. And now Natalie, why not? She's got 3 now in this game. 9 made threes in her last 2 games. Have yourself a week, Natalie Thompson. She said, Emily, you got 10, I got 11. And they're going back and forth. And there's a steal by McKenna. And if you got to see the piece done by Haley Hunter of WJTV, which we shared with you on our Facebook and social media sources, there's an easy lay-in. And that will get the clock almost rolling. 1 more point will do it. 3:38 to go, and Nene's got 8 now. But they had a little 3-point shooting contest, and Emily missed and Natalie made. So it's like they're going blow for blow here in this contest here tonight, too, just like they were there, as Natalie picks up a foul as both she and Emily lost track of Gillahan. And Gillahan will go to the line and shoot 2. 3:24 left in the third. Gillahan first is no good. She'll get 1 more. And JA will send in Coe, Buchanan, and Demi Williamson. And there's those are free throw percentages, folks. 57 to 38%. Not pretty. Liberty Gillahan, second, is good. It's 50 to 17. Clock will wind at the 3:22 mark. McKenna Smith gets it across with Elena Roberts, Demi Williamson, Gracie Coe, and Emily Buchanan on the floor now. Jay is at the half-century mark yet again.
Nice finish.
I mean, now they're shooting 58% from the floor. It's just increasing. Gillahan throws it in the corner, comes all the way back out to Dumas, and that one will go. But one thing that happened during that last basket was a 35-point advantage, so JA has once again invoked a mercy rule against a conference opponent.
Kind of story of the season. That's now 3 for 3.
Yep.
Probably change next week.
Yep, no doubt about that. Demi catches down low. We've also been told, by the way, we'll update it on the site tomorrow or maybe tonight if I get a chance. The MRA game next Tuesday is now at JA. It is not at MRA. They have, for some reason, moved that game here to JA. I did not get the story behind it, just the fact that it had been moved. So, if you're watching them, it doesn't matter, right? A foul coming up on Demi, coming over the top there. And now we'll see McKenna and Ava Cooey change places. There's the staggering field goal differential. 6 of 21 on the left, 29%. 22 of 39. And there's another steal by Buchanan. And Buchanan's going to get fouled and go to the line and shoot 2. Very little going wrong for the Lady Raiders here tonight. Emily's got a chance to add to her 7 points. First is up and good. One more to go.
Such a pretty shot.
It's always pretty when it's left-handed.
When it's a lefty, yeah.
Tran and Pounds change places. Free throw number 2 for Emily Buchanan. And it's good. Jay in this quarter, by the way, 9 of 11 from the floor.
Yeah.
9 of 11. 2 of 2 from the arc, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Just in this half. There's a nice finish
shot
in the paint by Haven Hollis. Well, that was Hollis for sure. Credited on the Mike Gillihan, but that was 3.
Yeah, it was.
Do you hear music playing?
I do.
Wondering if it's they just didn't cut it all the way off, or somebody playing. Oh, it's outside. Wow, that is very loud. It's coming through the building.
Thumping.
Yeah, I'm sure the trailer's probably getting a beating audibly. Oh, that's right, the soccer. Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Yeah. Who was soccer playing tonight?
Ocean Springs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Greyhounds?
Yeah, oh, very nice. Very impressive. 3 at the buzzer, and that is how the quarter will end. Jackson Academy, a dominant second and third quarter, 43-13 in those 2 quarters combined, as Jay now leads 54-21 as we go to the 4th, right after this here on the Raider Network.
Beautiful, spacious skies, purple mountains, and amber waves. For more than 70 years, Shelter Insurance has protected families as they've lived, laughed, and loved all of life's beauty. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, contact the Meeks Agency.
With the My Trustmark mobile app, no matter where you happen to find yourself, there's a world of opportunity. Check your balances from a friend's house. Deposit checks with a smartphone or tablet from the back porch. Or send payments with email or text during a family get-together. Live your life more freely. Make My Trustmark your Trustmark. Get started at trustmark.com.
Welcome back to the 4th and final quarter as the Lady Pioneers start off with possession and go right into the paint for 3 by Haven Hollis on a nice pass by Abby Pounds. We finally figured out the noise. It's coming from the soccer match going on outside, which is also available in about 5 minutes start time. And there it is. Well, there's our split screen. That's what's going on out there in the Brickyard. Another assist for Natalie. She's got 4 of those tonight, by the way. And JA is going to send 5 new faces to the floor here momentarily. But you can watch the soccer match as well against Ocean Springs on the Raider Network, second feed there at RaiderNetwork.org. Lacey Dumas threw her hands up and said, really? That goes in? Like, I've tried all night long, and the glass is what worked for me.
That's right. You got a set of 4 ready to check in over there for the Lady Raiders. And if Emily Buchanan scores another point while she comes back in, 5 Lady Raiders will be in double figures tonight.
That's something. Subs everywhere. So who stayed in? Elena stayed in. Missing one player. There we go. Jay turns it over on the inbounds. Left wing three by Dumas. No good. Emily Buchanan says, that ball is mine. Elena Roberts with a head fake. Lady Patriots of MRA and Prep are about 4 minutes away from starting. We'll keep you updated on that as soon as we get a chance. Probably into the boys' action before we get too much of an update on that one, because this is a running clock and they still have to do anthem and prayer. So it's a good chance we finish long before that happens, which is crazy to think about.
Yeah, no complaints from this guy tonight on an early start.
Nope, or early finish. Lila Eubank into the game for Elena Roberts with 5:25 to go in the fourth and final quarter. Quickly inside to Coe. Coe back out to Buchanan for three. No good. She heard you. She was trying to answer the call there. She goes back down low and can't finish. Got a put back. Missed again. And got another one. And finally got it. So Emily Buchanan now joins the fray with 4 in double figures. She's got 11. Natalie with 11. I'm sorry, 5 with double figures. Nene, McKenna, and Emily all with 10.
That's
I don't think I've ever seen that. Or at least it's been a long, long time. Normally 1 or 2, separate themselves with 18 or 20, and all those sitting right around the 10 mark. It's impressive. Foul coming here on JA. I believe that's going to be on Addie. We'll wait till official throws up those fingers. It will be 4 and 2. That is Addie Roberts. Shooting 2 is Haven Hollis. And the first one is good. Into the game. A couple of subs. Now one more free throw for Haven Hollis.
Haven Hollis had a solid game tonight, Rob. 14 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals, 27 minutes of action.
Now we have number 35, that is down to number 13.
58-27 your score. Jackson Academy having no problems here tonight after a first quarter 11-8. It's been nothing but JA since. This quarter has obviously been a little different with a 6-4 lead for Parklane, and there's a 3 from left wing, a little off to the left there by Eubank, a rebound by Pounds, and here comes Parklane with 3.5 to play. Up the right wing, Maddie Smith with it. Between the legs dribble, throws down low for Pounds, goes against Lainey Roberts, who fouls, and will send Pounds to the free throw line. And Lauren Parker getting set to check in. As Abby Pounds makes her first trip to the line. Parklane is 7 of 10 from the charity stripe. Jay has actually improved their mark up to 5 of 10. Here comes Anna Lauren Parker. Ava Cooey will take a seat. And one more free throw for Miss Abby Pounds. Second free throw, good. 2:45 to go in the ball game. Lainey Roberts throws down low for Jordan Birchler. Back out to Eubank, left wing to Addie Roberts for 3.
Got it.
Got it. Splash down for Addie.
Looked good from the release.
Jay now leads 61-28. On the right wing is Rushing. Nice steal by Birchler. Well, it's a great job of keeping it inbounds. Unfortunately, she can't be the person to touch it coming back into play.
You can do that in soccer.
Yes, absolutely you can. Avery Brooks and Mary Peyton Barnett will get Lila Eubank, and got to get one more off. You've got 6 out there. And then there is Addie Roberts. $1:55 to go. Nice job by Birchler, knocking it away, and also avoiding Mr. Long down on the baseline.
Yeah, almost into his lap.
89 seconds to go. Now Mary Payton Barnett with a steal for JA. Nobody wants to shoot it. Hot potato. You take it. No, I don't want it. You take it. Somebody else shoot it. Goes out of bounds first, though. Knocked out of bounds by Lagan Harvey. Clock nearing the 1 minute mark. Left in the fourth and final quarter. As JA is going to win this one in less than an hour's time. Barnett didn't get a chance. Ball kicks off the feet of Bursler. She saves it and will send it back up top to Lainey Roberts to reset. Parker looked to the left. No one was there, so she smartly held on to it. I loved watching them in the afternoon here. There was no JV games. They were just hanging around, shooting and playing. And there's Avery Brooks just missing the target. And they were having a game as Lainey Roberts gets a steal. It's called Bank. And it's a game in which everybody shoots from three. And if somebody makes one in front of you and you miss, then you get a point per however many people make it in front of you. And you get 5 points and you're out. So if 5 people in front of you make it and you miss, you're out.
You're out.
So it was. There was a moment where that happened a couple of times. It was really fun to watch. 9 seconds to play. And the Lady Raiders are going to win this one by the final of 61-28, despite the last heave there. Nicely, very close there by Maddie Smith. So Jackson Academy wins this one again by the final of 61-28 here on the Raider Network and improved their mark to 20-1 with a fantastic finish here over the Parklane Academy Lady Pioneers. 3-0 in the conference, and the Lady Pioneers dropped their mark to 13-10 overall and 0-3 in conference play. We've got boys action. They're queued up and ready to go in the hallway. Getting ready to come out of the locker room and take to the floor and see if they can right their wrong from Tuesday night against PCS and get a chance to get their win back in the conference. Back after this.